Please enjoy your prize. Ah, hello. How are you? Wonderful. Here to exchange some TCG Casino chips for points. Perfect. Well, you are in the right place after all. This is the TCG Casino prize counter. Here we allow you to exchange your casino chips that you've won at the various games here at the casino, whether it be Battle Bets, Magic Match, or Voltorb Flip, and turn them in for wonderful prizes here at the desk that you can see before you. So I see you do have a pocket full of chips there. Would you like to exchange them now? Perfect. Yeah, just allow me. Okay. So it looks like you have a modest amount of chips here. Not the most lucrative night I've ever seen, but hey, I know how these evenings can go here at the TCG Casino. Sometimes it's your night, sometimes it's not, and sometimes it's right in the middle, which looks to be the spot that you found yourself this evening. I will go ahead and count your chips for you here and tally them up. All of your chips will be transferred into points that will be kept on a membership card here at the casino that you can take with you and bring back and continue to build up points or exchange them at your heart's desire. Okay, perfect. So allow me to count chips. We have, it looks like $10,000 chip denominations here, and we have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, and 80,000. $80,000 worth of chips. Our chip ratio to points is 50 for every $1,000. So if I can get you all sorted away here, it looks like your point total comes to 4,000 points here at the casino. Now, I can load those onto your membership card. You can take it with you and save up for a large prize, or you can redeem it for some of the prizes here today. All right, you'd like to redeem for a couple prizes. Not a problem. I can take you quickly. As you see, we have our price breakdown for point values on all of our items here. I'll take you quickly through what you have. So 4,000 points gives you a decent amount of points to play with and opens up several varieties for solid items or a mix and match of various different value of your items. So the first and most budget friendly items that we have here at the desk are our famous Pokédolls. We have several nice ones here tonight. We have a wonderful Pikachu here. This is the most expensive Pokédoll that we have. It is 200 points. We have a nice Jigglypuff here. If you are a fan of the fairy type and have a knack for falling quickly to sleep, you may in fact be a fan of Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff will run you 150 points, of course, and a nice smaller but equally as cute Clefable doll. And Clefable is the cheapest but not any less of quality Pokédoll, and that is a nice 100 points. We also have a nice variety of technical machines. As you see here, we have 3 that we have in stock currently. TM35 Flamethrower. Of course, when you purchase this, it can be used to teach a Pokemon that qualifies for it a quick and nicely effective move. We have Flamethrower, a wonderful Ice Beam. Of course, you can see the disc here in the back. We have TM13 Ice Beam, of course, and TM24 Thunderbolt. Quite the shocking ability for any Pokemon that is powerful enough to learn it. Of course, we also do have actual Pokemon here for the more brave gambler in our casino. We have a nice Abra for 180 coins, a wonderful Clefairy, perhaps to match nicely with your Clefable doll for 500 points. At a modest 2,800 points, we have the wonderful dragon-type Dratini. And today we can offer you Pinsir for 5,500 points. And for the absolute prestigious guest in our casino, the 9,999 point Porygon, the rarest prize here at the casino, reserved only for those who are persistent enough to win often and at high enough chip value to earn the wonderful privilege of owning such a rare and perfectly prestigious Pokemon as Porygon. So I do say you don't at 4,000 have enough for Porygon today, but you've done decently and you're in the ballpark of being halfway to that 9,999 point value that you need for the Porygon. So I do say, if you do have your eyes on such a wonderful Pokemon, I must encourage you to come as frequently as you can to the casino and make sure that you are very bold and brazen with your bets. And I'm sure Porygon will be yours very soon. But today you have 4,000 points. So are there any items that you have seen and that you have interest in? Okay, you'll take the Dratini for 2,800 points. Perfect. Let me get that for you here. This Dratini, I'm sure, will be the absolute perfect companion for you and will always remind you of that lucky streak that you had at the TCG Casino. Care for a preview? Not a problem. Behold. Yes, quite magnificent, isn't it? Dratini is, of course, a dragon type and can evolve into the mystical Dragonair and the wonderfully pristine Dragonite. It does take quite the careful training and the persistent nature of a trainer to stick with the tough to earn levels and power needed to gain such an evolution. But someone like you, I'm sure, has the utmost capability of training such a feisty and rare Pokemon, and only can be found here in the TCG Casino, or so I'm told. So, perfect. And Dratini is yours. Please do enjoy, my friend. And you have some coins left. Would you like to trade in for another prize or keep them and save up on your card? Okay, you would like to go ahead and the Pikachu doll. Do you have a special someone you are buying for here today, or just a fan? I thought so. Let me get that for you here. Perfect. All right, this wonderful Pikachu doll, as you can hear, has a nice detective cap. Don't ask me why this particular Pikachu has a detective cap on. I'm not sure. We don't see a lot of wild Pikachu with detective caps, but it does have a nice texture to it. That is a good contrast to the kind of plush and soft nature of that Pikachu. It does have nice additions and attention to detail with the wonderful tail and that nice detective cap there. So please do enjoy. Excellent. All right, so it looks like you have 1,000 points remaining on your card. Would you like to redeem for any additional prizes or take those 1,000 points with you today? All right, you'll like to check out. Perfect. You can just take your card from the dispenser there. It already has your points preloaded, and it can be used at any time here at the TCG Casino. So please do come in. Don't be afraid to utilize more of your wonderful gambling skills at our very enjoyable games and bring your newly acquired points here to redeem next time. Please do have a wonderful time. I'll restock here, and please please let me know if you have any other questions. Have a wonderful evening, of course. Ah, my friend, how are you? I always love seeing your face around here. And I'm sure you had quite the spell of luck, as usual. I thought so. I could see the gleam in your eye. You have the look of someone who carries quite the hefty pocket of chips. I thought so. It seems as though your luck is always overflowing here at the TCG Casino. Most likely because you are so likable. So, anyway, my friend, what are you here for today? I can't imagine what amount of points you have with you today, and I cannot wait to see what wonderful selection you have. Are you still enjoying those weekend racquetball matches with the boss? Of course, and I've even been told that you have let him win from time to time. You are a smart one indeed. So, let's see what chips you've brought with you today. Perfect, allow me. I thought so. An honored guest such as yourself is always carrying the maximum amount of chips to have a wonderful time here in the casino. So allow me. Looks like we have some $10,000 chips and some $50,000 chips. My, all right, we have 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, and now for your $50,000 chips, we have 50,000, 100, 150,000, and 200,000. So $280,000 worth of chips. I do say you will have a wonderful time here at the prize desk. Let's go ahead and get you squared away here. Wow, you have 14,000 points here to be utilized or kept for a later and I'm sure even more lucrative time. So what will it be, my friend? I know you are no stranger here to the casino, so I'm sure you are very aware of the types of prizes we have. May I interest you in perhaps one of our wonderful TMs? I know your Pokemon are quite powerful, but you never know when they can use a nice boost. Perhaps a chilling ice beam or a hot flamethrower for those cold nights. The Porygon. I knew we would have someone of your pedigree in here sooner or later to take that finely crafted Pokemon. Allow me, of course. And we have... it is a bit dusty. We don't often get these Pokeballs off the top shelf. Of course, that's why they're in the back. It's not very usual for our guests to accumulate such a high number of points, so that 9,999 point value required for the prestigious Porygon is often too much for our run-of-the-mill guests, as you know. But someone like you, not even a challenge. So you can take this wonderful Porygon with you today and have points to spare. Care for a peek? Perfect. Allow me. Isn't it a beauty? One of the favorites here at the TCG Casino. And I must say, quite the sight to behold. Like I said, it's not often that we get to have a Porygon out here for show, so please do take it around the casino, show it off, and perhaps inspire some of our less fortunate and less presumptuous guests to perhaps loosen their wallets a bit and go for the big time. You always were a team player. I love it. So please enjoy your Porygon. And is there anything else I can help you with? You do have points left over, of course. You don't say. I knew I could sell you on a electrifying move such as Thunderbolt. Now, please do utilize this Thunderbolt in your next gym battle or league championship, as I no doubt believe you will be well on your way to, and make us proud here at the casino. Of course, it can be taught once and only once to any of your Pokemon, so do utilize it on the right one. I know you will. Thank you so much for such a wise purchase. And you do have, I think, 1 point left over. Not a problem. I know you don't worry about such minimal amount of points, so I'll just get rid of that for you. Not a problem. Perhaps I'll give it to the next schmuck who comes through here. Of course. Please, is there anything else I can help you with? Do you need me to have James get you a drink? No? Okay, perfect. Are you heading out or staying in the casino a bit longer? Really? Well, enjoy your trip. Thank you so much. It was such a good pleasure to see you, my friend. Take care. One moment. Okay, how can I help you? Yes, this is the prize desk here. Is this your first time at the TCG Casino? Not a problem. How did you fare today? Really? Rotten luck. I do hate to hear that. I always hope all of our guests have quite the wonderful time. So, how many chips do you have with you? Allow me. Perfect. All right, I do see that you have $1,000 chips. Now, please don't get, like I said, don't get discouraged. Sometimes the luck just isn't with us here at the casino as much as the dealers and I would like it to be. Now, what table were you at? The battle bets. Yes, that can be quite the tricky one and does require a bit of gumption and wherewithal to know when to continue and when to pull your chips. So, were you just perhaps a bit too brash on your let it ride calls? It does happen, please. Don't feel bad. It happens, especially to new players. Not a problem. Let's go ahead and get you counted up and see if we can find a wonderful prize to lift those spirits. We do have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, and a wonderfully decent 9,000. So, allow me, are you aware of our chip process here to points? So, every $1,000 equals 50 points. Would you like to go ahead and redeem? Perfect. Allow me. It looks like your point total today comes to 450 points. Now, as I'm sure you can guess, that won't get you a Porygon today, but I think I can find something that you love. So the TMs, unfortunately, are 4,000 points. But any of our 3 Pokédolls, we have a 100-point Clefable. You are a fan of Clefable. See, I told you we can find something you would love today. We have a 150-point Jigglypuff, quite round and quite squishy. And we do have a wonderful 200-point Pikachu. Never mind the detective cap. It's just part of the casino flair. And in terms of real Pokemon, I'm afraid all I can offer you is our Abra here at 180 points. But you could, of course, use it to teleport far away from your bad luck and go home, get additional money, and teleport right back and play as fast as possible. So any of those are your options with 450 points. Yes, I am aware of that. Of course, most of our Pokemon are much more expensive than that. I do apologize. Which ones did you have your sights set most on? I'm sure most trainers would love to have that Porygon, but sometimes you should set your sights at a more obtainable level until luck really finds you. The Clefairy. Yeah, you've been looking for Clefairy for some time. I can see that it is quite the alluring Pokemon. A bit of a fan of the fairy type. All right. Well, are you from Arinar City? Visiting. Okay. I'll tell you what. You look like a kind person, and I do hate to see any visitor to our fine city have a less than enjoyable experience. So I'm going to do something that I rarely do, and please do not tell anyone that you see here in the casino, and keep it between you and I. I will gift you the 50 points if that Clefairy at 500 is something that you really feel like you cannot live without, and that will take your 450 points to the needed 500. No, please, 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 don't. I do insist. Excellent. I love to make someone's day. Please enjoy a quick look at your Clefairy. As alluring as ever, isn't it? Yes. I can see the happiness in your eyes now. I think that you were destined for this Pokemon, and destined to find it in the casino today. Now, if you do find yourself in here on a additional trip, perhaps this Clefable doll would be a nice memento and a nice reminder of what your Clefairy could become. Excellent. Please do enjoy your Clefairy, and of course don't mention it to anyone that I helped you out with points today, and come again anytime. Have a wonderful evening. Hello. Welcome to the TCG Casino prize desk. How may I help you? Here to redeem some chips for points, and said points for prizes. Excellent. How many chips did you bring with you today? Of course, allow me. A single chip, but a lucrative one at $50,000. Well done. What game were you on today? Magic Match. A very underrated game here at the casino, but quite enjoyable. And I can see that it is quite profitable for someone like you. Excellent. Were you in it for the long game, or did you have a stroke of luck early? Your first hand, you say? Well done, well done. I should have had you place a bet for me. So, at $50,000, allow me. That brings your point value to 2,500 points. So, that, my friend, have you been to our prize desk before? Okay, so you are well aware that our TMs here are 4,000 points apiece, of course, so a bit out of your price range. The Dratini, unfortunately, is 300 points shy of the point total that you have today, but I could offer you a nice Clefairy at 500 points. So if you are a fan of the fairy type, or just a fan of the cuteness factor of a Pokemon, Clefairy might be the wonderful choice. I could also, at 180 points, put a Abra in your possession today, if that psychic, quick attacking Pokemon is something that you enjoy. Of course, as you know, our patented Pokédolls here are quite enjoyable for any fan of Pokemon. We have a 100-point Clefable, perhaps a nice match with a Clefairy, a 150-point round and perfectly enjoyable Jigglypuff. If a pink aesthetic is something that you would go for tonight, perhaps you could get all three. Or a nice Pikachu doll at 200 points. You could get all three dolls and perhaps a Pokemon, or perhaps save some of your points for next time. Alright, so an Abra. Excellent. Just because it is the lowest value on our point system does not diminish its value as a Pokemon, of course. This Abra can pack quite the punch, especially when it evolves into Kadabra or Alakazam. So I think you have made a wise choice if battling or the league challenge is something on your horizon. Allow me. Yes, it does look quite unassuming at first glance, but try getting a quick hold of it and it will teleport away immediately. Obviously, as it being your Pokemon, as its trainer, it will obey you, of course, and perhaps benefit you with its teleportation. So, is this Pokemon acceptable for your first purchase with your points today? Perfect. I knew you would be happy with your choice. Please do enjoy that Abra. Now, you do have points left over. Is there anything else I can get you? The Jigglypuff doll. I thought I saw you having your eyes on that. Let me get this doll here for you. All right. This Jigglypuff doll is quite the soft and plushy adaptation of some of our favorite Pokemon, being the Jigglypuff variety. The wonderfully big green eyes have a nice texture to them if you can listen to that. And the nice fabric here on the Jigglypuff makes a wonderful plush to go along with you on a long trip, perhaps just lay with at night and remind you of that wonderful time here at the TCG Casino that you had, or perhaps remind you of a very own Jigglypuff that you have in your possession, maybe even your favorite Pokemon companion. So I think you've made a wonderful choice. Please do enjoy that Jigglypuff doll, and don't forget to come back to the casino anytime you want to utilize the remainder of those points. So let's go ahead and get that remainder added up for you. It looks like 2,170 points have been placed on your card. You can take it from the dispenser there. Of course, that point total can be utilized later today or at any other time here in the casino. Any questions? Excellent. I do hope you enjoy your prizes, and I do hope you return very soon to earn additional prizes as well. Thank you, and have a wonderful night. Take care.